Hi, and welcome to Greywing's Fortnightly Outreach. Our release this week makes your life around 700 times easier. Or a better way to explain it would be that from taking a minimum of 7 clicks to make a crew change plan, we've now reduced it to a single click. And we do the same things. We feed that information from your travel vendors, your port agencies, your crewing ERP, your voyage management system, but we've reduced the number of steps it takes you to get work done. How we do that is essentially, let's assume this is your vessel view and you want to arrange a crew change for this vessel that's headed to Singapore and has a couple of stops here and there in Port Klang and so on. So usually we'd go via the start plan process where we'd see the crew that's due, look at the route, see if the ports we want to select show up, or if there's a bit of deviation to go to another port, so on. We're going to discard this and instead go through the magical one-click crew change button. It's going to essentially calibrate and search for what you would have searched for and assume what the best crew change could be. So it's selecting 6 crew that's due, it's selecting 5 ports that are viable for a crew change with no deviation, and now it's going to look for flights from your vendors and feed that to you in seconds. And this is not going to be 100% accurate at all times, but we just gave you a viable crew change plan in under a minute. You're going to have to review this to see if this suits your requirements. We're almost at 100% for both Port Klang and Singapore. And this cuts down the amount of work you have to do because let's say I'm reviewing the Singapore crew change and I'm happy to do it there because it's usually a better choice to do the crew change at Singapore anyway. All I do is maybe say change the day that this on-signer can arrive and see if that frees up any flights. And I'm probably not considering Port Mundra, Port Klang, or Colombo at this point. And I see that there's a flight for Mario. This works for him and for me. I'm going to confirm that. And once I go to compare flights, I can just book that agency. So we've made the crew change planning process a lot faster with our neural network. And what we can essentially deliver with this is that as you use the system more, say we learn that when you review, you prefer longer layovers, or you prefer adding a day versus selecting a flight with more stopovers. We learn that preference and we essentially will present that to you in the next few one-click crew changes. It's an algorithm that's learning to be better as you use it more. We're very proud of this, so let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see.